I'm Vengeful Spirit at support 5. I'm a legit 3k scrub, so how can I climb solo queue by this role? I played only this role and feel most comfortable. 3k with support 5. Respect, respect. Alright, you're playing Venge. Venge is one of my favorite heroes. Get Terror level 1. It's really good for the mana cost, and it's better than stun at trading hits. And it pushes out waves, and it's AoE. It's like so much better than magic missile. This like takes away half your mana pool. You don't want to use this, right? So use terror. I don't do extra shit. When you're laning and you're position 5 and you're like weak like Vengeful Spirit, don't do extra shit. Just sit behind the CK and deny and CS. Help him CS and deny. Like just sit your ass behind the CK and deny. You're not doing any fucking damage with the 43 damage. So always be behind the CK. I know like you're gonna feel impatient, but like it's a position 5 is a boring and impatient job in the laning phase at least. So just sit behind and fucking deny. I liked how you moved there. You have to use CK as a bait or tank. So you gotta move around the CK. Always be behind the CK. Like here. So here you know the bounty is left. So stand here where my mouse is. So when BH comes up to hit the CK, you can walk up and two people will be. It's gonna be a 2v1 against the BH. If this guy comes for you, it's a 2v1 again. The CK will hit the bounty hunter. I think when you're pulling, you can always check the bottom rune. Do this and then check for bottom rune. Checking rune is really important as position 5. Hit the range. I like the theory behind it. There's too many creeps, so you want to push it out, but I think you just use the wave of terror. At level 3, I like how you max terror. I like how you have level 2 terror. You should always max terror first. I see the problem. So to talk a little bit about Venge, play mostly as position 5. I think it's a position 4 hero, but it can be played as position 5 hero, 5 too. It's a really powerful hero. Mid late game. Do you know what that means? That means it's fucking super weak early game. If you notice in your laning, you use your stun like once per 3 wave. But if you get this, the cooldown and like the mana cost and everything compared to this, you can use it every wave. It trades better. It lingers around for like fucking 8 seconds, so you can trade a lot. -3, blah blah. I'm not gonna say what the fucking skill does. It's just how Dota works. Level 1 terror is better. During your laning phase, you gotta. This is not a tank hero. You gotta play behind. Most position 5s have to play behind the CK no matter what. So like I said, when the BH is here, you gotta like stand behind the CK. That means not here. If the CK is here and the BH is here, you wanna be like here, because you don't wanna be. If you're here, the LC can attack you here. So pivot the CK, use the CK as a fucking tank, and make them jump on the CK only. If they jump on you, that's what they want. So always watch your positioning, and when you're pulling too, avoid pulling as much as possible. Like try to be in the lane and like help deny. Even though you feel like you're not doing much, you're providing cover and the safety for the carry. If you leave, the carry doesn't feel safe because he's like there's two people in the lane hitting him. So like always be there. If you're there, like at least like he's going at least 5-5 with the CS. So try to be there. Use the guy as a tank. And if you do pull by some chance, I think the first pull was okay because the lane was pushing in. But before going to pull, you should always like try to use terror on the wave. Wave plus 2 hero is always the best. Wave plus 1 hero is good too. But yep, try to wave. Use the terror on the wave so it pushes out and so you can pull. And when you pull, always check for the rune. If you can. Another good tip. So I liked how you TP'd it. So I like how you walk. In case you need to TP bottom shit, in case shit happens. But if you wanna ward mid, I think you should use the chicken. Put the ward and the sentry on the chicken and give the wards to the lion. Give the wards to this guy. And walk bottom. Because it's eventually where you're gonna be headed, right? You eventually wanna end up at bottom. So you just walk here if you're position 5. You just walk wherever you want to walk as position 5. But warding, you have to just put it on the chicken and do it manually. Like make the chicken go here and click chicken again, drag the ward to that guy's inventory and tell that guy to ward. If he has a fucking brain, he's gonna ward. Predict where the sentry war is going to be. You're laning against bounty, you need a fucking sentry. Then you're gonna probably like sentry here, right? You gotta prepare for the worst and like think if they win the sentry war, or like there's gonna be one moment in the game where you're not gonna be able to deward the sentry cause the lane's pushing in. You don't want the ward to be here. You don't want them to have that free 1+1, you know? Like don't put the ward where the sentry war is going to happen. Which I feel like is gonna be around here. Alright, against Invis heroes such as Nyx, Bounty Hunter, Tree and Protector, the sentry to ward ratio should always be at least 6-4. You need more sentries than wards. So like 30 seconds ago you had 2 wards and 1 sentry. It's not good. You should have 2 sentries, 1 ward. Or in the case where you don't have any items like this, you're having a shit game, only buy sentries, don't buy the ward. And ask your other supports or your teammates to buy ward.
Goddess wished you dead.
I feel like you spoke to ward here. And normally I would praise this play. Smoking to ward is always good. Fucking good position 5 plays. But against Invis heroes such as Nyx, Bounty Hunter, Tree and Protector, you want the wards to be defensive, like on these fucking chokes, where they're gonna fucking walk these choke points here, 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 here. You want the ward sentry combo in these choke points, so like you know where they are, cause these Invis hero motherfuckers will always walk to these choke points, and like you can kind of tell where they're gonna be going, and you can set up for the counter gank. So this ward is gonna be useless. You're not gonna fucking play here when there's a bounty hunter, right?
Radiant structures are
You're probably not gonna use that ward. Always use it defensively, and
always
always pair it with the sentry. Don't just ward. You always need a sentry against those invis fuckers.
Dire's middle tower is under a Dire's middle tower.
Dude, this is what the fucking sex. Another very good tip when you're playing position 5 is always go with cores. Don't go solo like that. I was really scared even here. Even here, I was really scared. If you're going solo, always walk the safe route. I think you should walk like this. Cause I think they were around here. Let's see where they were. Alright, Ercy's here. Imagine if Ercy was here and they had a ward here. You would have been fucking dead for sure. So walk around. Always take the like most pussiest route. Also,
Radiant's top tower is under
be
attack.
behind anything. Be behind creeps, whether it may be creeps, whether it may be towers, whether it may be carries, or whether it may be cores. Be behind stuff. But Febby, I want to ward here. Shut up. Fucking wait. Wait for it. Just like fucking wait. Be behind the creeps. Make sure these creeps push out. Ask your core or wait for your core to clear out this area and then go behind that core and fucking ward. Don't go ward like this. This is not important. This is not, I mean, this is not worth it. Dude, they see where your ward is too. Like fuck, come on. Yes, you're moving behind. This is really good. Doggy style is your favorite position. Always be at the back. I love how you stack too. Lion died because he wasn't behind the shit. Alright, why did you die? Cause you're not behind shit. Look at where you're placed on the map. Look at the minimap. You are what they are gonna find. Dude, don't be horny for that kill. How are you gonna kill him, man? Be behind the meeple? Yeah, be behind the meeple. Usually any kill that takes more than 4 seconds is not a good kill. If it takes more than 4 seconds, think. What's your favorite position? Doggy style. Fucking always be behind some shit after 4 seconds when you're trying to kill some shit. Throw stun and then be behind. Go back, go back, go back. Your right click isn't gonna do shit, man. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Maybe swap the troll too. I think swap the troll. I think swapping's better. But after stun, I think your mindset had to like back the fuck up. Don't right click. Silly buyback. Not buyback like that. Ooh, I love how you keep pinging objectives. But here, you should just aim to expand the map, farm, slash, keep the pickoff going. You shouldn't like 5-man aim the objective because it's way too far, slash, your heroes are not good for objective. Your heroes are good for objective, but like it's way too far, I think. Oh, nice. Good position 5, please. Love how you back the fuck up. Oh, perfect. I think I wouldn't. I think even if I was playing, I wouldn't have done it more perfect. That was really good.
Invisibility.
Wait a second. You got magic damage, magic resistance. I think this game, like, it's more physical, right? So I think you get the other talent, the terror talent. Oh, nice. Ping for objectives. Good position fire play. Yes, be behind the course. Be behind shit. I think, especially because of the level 15 talent, I think you should spam the terror. It's a really good spur. So spam terror right now. 3-man terror. I feel like all these fights, you're kind of out of position because like you're trying to stun. The stun has like really short cooldown and like your team has all the offensive capabilities in the world. So I think you gotta like just like fuck using this. You're position 5. You're like the most weakest hero. You don't want to be out of position. So you always just use terror and use the swap. So what I mean by that is here. There were like 2 fights here too, like here when the lion initiated with finger, you walked up to stun, right? So you were kind of in an awkward position. And here too, you walked up to stun, so like you're right beside like the enemy heroes. Here. Don't dive, don't dive, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Doggy star, remember doggy star, be behind. Behind the meeple even. And you're like, look how close you are to the fucking Night Stalker. You wanna swap him out. Yeah, you're not in a good position to swap because you're going into stun. I might sound really like trolly, but I say doggy star because like, I feel like it's gonna stick to your mind more. But always be behind anything in the team fight, or like even in laning, even like when you're walking, even when you're warding, always be behind stuff. Alright, DK, if you're watching, it sounds weird, but you gotta befriend the doggy star position. Always be behind shit. I think like half the deaths could have been avoided in the laning. We saw it. We saw the power of you being out of position. Always be behind the CK. When you're going to ward, you died only once, but I think that was really bad. Always like be patient, be behind shit. When you ward, you don't want to go alone unless you're smoked. I really like the smoke and ward, their triangle, but against Nyx, against Invis shit, you just want to play on your side. You don't want to play on their side. Like the you need to buy too much sentries if you're gonna play on their side. So those Invis heroes is always gonna like press Invis and like hunt us down. So abuse it, feed off them. Right, lesson learned. Befriend the doggy star. It's yeah. I'm sorry you spent $25 to for a fucking Asian guy say you gotta fucking like doggy star, but you have to be behind stuff if you're position 5. I liked how you kept pinging objectives. You kept your fucking brainless monkey team together, united as an objective. I like that shit. Your draft was really bad. Like, you got a fucking meat Poseidon. It's a fucking burden. Nah, lens is not a must. What I think is a must is Vlads. I think Vlads is really good on the vengeful spirit. I mean that game 4 staff was good, but Vlads is really good because even after you die, you still provide the Vladimir aura slash this is a Roche hero with the vengeance aura and the wave of terror. Vlads make it like so much more powerful. Like you have sustain while doing the Roche, so Vlad is really good on vengeful spirit.